would be,
Okay.
do you see this as
The Open Cup run?
Yeah. Do you see the Open Cup itself as kind of, has it taken on new meaning this year? Because there have been, not just FC Cincinnati,
Right.
there are two lower league sides in the quarterfinals. You know, you have the Christos FC story.
Yep.
Do you see the Open Cup starting to maybe pick up steam in the mainstream consciousness?
Okay. When you look at the Open Cup and what it is, what it isn't, I think it's been a wonderful story this year with the teams that we have seen and the way that these teams have used this experience to their advantage. And look, in any type of Open Cup situation, you want those Cinderella type of teams. You want those teams that come out of nowhere, and you want those lower division teams. Punching the big guys in the nose, which is what has happened. And I think from a relevancy standpoint, from a branding standpoint, I think whether it's Cincy or anybody else, they recognize that this is a means and a platform from which they can get incredible benefits because these aren't friendlies. These are games that mean something. There's obviously a trophy at the end of this. There is the carrot of CONCACAF Champions League. And there's the opportunity to prove to people that just because we are at a different level or a different division in terms of what we are sanctioned doesn't mean that we can't compete with upper level teams, and it doesn't mean we can't beat them. And that's what you want. That's sports. That's competition. Yeah. So I think it's been really fun this year to see what the Open Cup has been, and going forward, what it's going to be.
And last questions for you. What is your take, just from a far off view, of FC Cincinnati's bid for expansion, and what perceptions are they still fighting, if only from your perspective?
I think when you look at FC Cincy's bid, for a lot of us on the outside, they came on the scene and everybody kind of perked up. And whether it was the actual play, whether it was the crowds, whether it was the fact that they had this aspiration and this ambition to be an MLS city, they demanded that you take notice. And that's important because this is a battle for hearts and minds. This is a battle for relevancy. This is a battle to make sure that people don't look at you as an afterthought, and I don't think that people do. The biggest challenge, I think, is in any type of these 12 teams is, do you have the proper stadium plan, and not just a plan, but one that you can actually execute? Do you have good ownership? And from a geographical standpoint, are you in a place that helps make MLS better? Now, I think we can make arguments for and against probably all of those different things. And there is no perfect bid. Everybody has problems, and everybody is going to have challenges going forward. But it's going to be a race, and it's going to be fun to see the different teams and the different bids rise and fall with votes, or with public perception, or with the economy, or whatever it ends up being, or with things that happen to ownership. All those different things. This is fun. When you're on the outside, it's fun. Probably when you're on the inside, it can get kind of harrowing. But it should be exciting. And I think Cincy has as good a chance as anybody else.
Cool.